Welcome.
Welcome to Sips and Spirits, a podcast for lovers of both alcoholic and spectral spirits. For those of you who are tuning into our episode when it premieres, we actually did a live recording of this, like a little behind the scenes. So if you're interested in checking out what it's like actually recording a podcast, in our particular situation being two parents who have two younger children that we need to put to bed before we can turn on the mics. It's sure to be an interesting experience. And I only bring that up right now because you're probably going to see me constantly looking off to the left here to see if something is popping up for people who are watching with us.
On the phone, not ghost.
Yeah, so without further ado, I am one of your hosts, Chelsea.
I'm the other host, Eric. A little disclaimer before we get started. Facts and stories are presented from various sources, except this one is only we're the sources on these facts and stories. We make no claims these stories are true. We never have these many episodes before. So, we just found them to be spooky and interesting. As a normal disclaimer, when we ever do any episodes, we find stuff online. Mm-hmm. We find it spooky, interesting. We share it here. We talk about it.
Yep, and now we're 50 episodes in.
50 episodes in. Oh my goodness.
Woo. Cocktails and spirits are tasted for the first time during episode recording unless noted otherwise. And in this case, we created a special cocktail to celebrate 50 episodes, and we did have to try it.
Yes.
In order to make sure it was presentable.
Because the one I made, and then she made it, I was like, oh, wow, it's fantastic. So anyway, and I feel like these last 2 episodes, it's been like mostly like cocktails made.
Yeah, almost every episode has been
like a
original cocktails.
Kind of thing. Anyway, one last disclaimer. We want to remind you that it's fine to enjoy spirits, but don't let them possess you. We may be a drinking podcast, but we strongly encourage you to drink responsibly. As much as we love you guys trying our cocktails, there's never any pressure to consume them.
Exactly.
They're fun, they're pretty, they look good, but you don't have to.
And in some cases, we have created non-alcoholic cocktails for those who choose not to imbibe. Mm-hmm. And when we're able to, we create non-alcoholic cocktails, cocktail versions of our alcoholic ones. It hasn't always happened, but there is a good, I want to say like 50% of them that we've made in alcohol-free version.
Yes. No one wanted that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Let's get into our cocktail.
What are we drinking?
Well, I think first we got to pop the cork and add the little pizzazz.
Ooh, that was fun. I was not expecting that at all. Does not hit my mic.
So we're going to go ahead and top it off. Today we are calling upon Sovereign Brands McQueen and the Violet Fog to summon the 50 sips.
50 sips.
50 sips. I love the delayed fizz on this when you add the champagne. So we purposely chose to add the champagne during the episode so you get that fizz experience because it's very unique. Most of the time when you add champagne to a cocktail, it fizzes immediately. But there's like a little delay, like a little surprise. It's sneaking up on you.
Yes. Anyway.
Cheers. Let's cheers.
And enjoy. Don't break the glass. Where are you going? This way. Can you like go that way? There we go.
I'm trying to be in front of the mic.
There you
go. Oh yeah, that's so good.
I will try with the energy drink eventually. So, what is this delicious cocktail?
It's the 50 sips.
Yes. What can you tell me about it?
And we used McQueen and the Violet Fog, which we've done an episode taste testing that spirit before. We even created an original cocktail back then as well. But because we chose McQueen and the Violet Fog because they were the very first company to send us some spirits. And they've been our only one so far, but it was so exciting to get that very early on. And so we just wanted to, again, revisit that and show our
hopes
thanks.
Is high and then it goes down.
No, that's not
it. No, that's not. But no, yeah, we were very surprised they reached out to us and then they sent it to us. We're like, yeah, we'll take it and
And it was a really amazing gin.
Yeah.
So we were like, we can't not do a celebratory cocktail without using McLean.
Yes. And and if you guys follow us in the beginning, the way we started this podcast, looking at bottles, it has some kind of spooky aspect to them. McQueen and Butterfly was one of the ones we were looking at, and then they just happened to be like, "Hey, here you go, guys. Can we send you?" I'm like, yeah, of course you can. As if you guys follow them or you see the different stuff, they have a pea flower one right now.
A hibiscus.
Hibiscus pea flower.
It's up there.
It's up in the kitchen. I tried this with it. It's not bad. Mm-hmm. It is very different.
Yeah.
It's not bad. But what else is in here besides that?
So we've got some lemon juice. Some lemon bitters. About 3 dashes. And honey simple syrup. And is that it? No, there's one more thing, isn't there?
Nope,
that's it. We wanted to keep it simple but celebratory. Mm-hmm. And we are using for our sparkling, it's 19 Crimes Cali Gold. Just because 50 is color whenever you celebrate like a 50th anniversary,
I'm pretty 50th sure
episode, it is gold.
Okay, cool.
And we used honey. It has, not only is it that golden color, but the things that you're celebrating at 50 is your wisdom and experience. And so honey happens to symbolize those things.
Yeah.
So it felt like a good way to incorporate it. And it brings out the flavors, the multiple flavors that are hidden in this gin. It was just the perfect way to tie it in.
Yeah.
Because our cocktail is kind of inspired by one that exists already called the French 50. And that calls for just regular simple syrup, but I really wanted something else because it tasted good with just regular simple syrup, but it was missing a little something. And when we tried the honey simple syrup, it was golden.
Golden.
No pun intended.
Literally gold, liquid gold pouring into it. No, and I don't know if it's the lemon bitters or what's going on. Most cocktails that we use lemon in do have a sense of tardiness. Mm-hmm. And this one has more like a lemon zest.
Right.
So I don't know if it's a combination of all these ingredients together or it's the lemon bitters because that's like the new ingredient that we haven't used before. Mm-hmm. But it just like, if you like the flavor and the scent of lemon, but not the tardiness of it, this is like, bam, right there.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, where can we find this? Beautiful. Lovely. What kind of glasses are these?
Those are called tulip glasses.
Where'd you get them?
Total Wine.
How'd you get them?
They were in a gift box for the princessa. Shouldn't we be talking about her cocktail?
No, I'm going about the whole thing.
They're tulip glasses. These are actually supposedly like the best glass you can use to drink champagne out of.
Cool.
Yep. So, but our cocktail recipe can be found on our website, sipsandspirits.com. We have a little tab up there at the top that says cocktails. You just click on that and it takes you to all the recipes we've created so far on our 50 episode journey.
There we go.
Yep. So we've talked about our celebratory cocktail. Are you ready to jump into your Would You Rather?
I am.
A very special Would You Rather for our 50th episode.
So, yes, I am.
And then for those who are watching live, feel free to chime in your answer too.
This Would You Rather, I was very ambitious before we get started. If you guys follow us along, the episode where we feature a spirit, I do Would You Rather, 2 options. I give Chelsea the options, and then she tells me her responses, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. You know, and usually I get a response back. Most of the time, we're like opposite, kind of thing.
I'd say it's like 50-50.
50-50.
Like half the time we're opposite. Yeah. The other half we're like on the same page.
Yeah. And doing 25 plus episodes, it makes it hard to come up with new Would You Rather scenarios. Like, at least for me, because it's like you get the same tropes. You go haunted house or haunted school, dolls, mirrors, whatever. It feels repetitive. So for this one, I created a build your own adventure Would You Rather.
What?
Yes. So it's not that long. Like I said, my ambition was like this high, and I
then
stopped.
The time was like,
And then I got through one full scenario, and I was like, I have no more creative juices this morning, kind of thing. Unfortunately, I didn't get a time to prepare this a lot sooner, so the work's been crazy. Okay.
No kidding.
So it starts off. You enter a haunted house, silent, cold, and heavy. Then you hear a creaking upstairs, followed by a thump down at the basement. Would you rather go upstairs and check it out, or go downstairs and check the noise camping down there?
Upstairs.
Upstairs?
Upstairs. Drop if you want to go upstairs or downstairs.
Once you get halfway up the stairs, you begin to hear steps behind you as you go up. Each step, one at a time, getting closer and closer. You continue go, but turn around, but there's nothing there. You keep going up, and then you reach the top, and there's a hallway. Left or right, a breeze passes by you. Would you rather go left and check out what that sound was of the footsteps, or go right where you hear faint giggling?
The opposite direction of the giggling.
So left.
Yes. Sorry, I missed what the.
Sorry.
No.
So you're speaking to go left, and you go further and further down the hall. The light is having a hard time reaching you. The footsteps continue. You put your hands in front of you to feel around you. The walls seem to be far. The footsteps seem to be close. The hallway is getting darker. Then you reach what seems to be the end. You touch around the walls to maybe look for a door or a switch. You turn around to go back, but stop. There's only darkness. You see two red eyes glowing in the distance, starting to come closer.
No.
You take a step back and are shocked. The wall's down there no more. You continue to step back as the eyes get closer and closer. You try to run, but trip. Now the eyes are there, over you, right next to you. You feel hot air against your skin. You cover yourself in fear, and then you feel something shaking you. You open your eyes. You're in the middle of the street. There's a person asking if you're okay. There's a car, two small lights right next to you. The end.
Oh, look. We went the same way. Oh my goodness. Woo. I'm like, how do I put this in the show notes for people to do it? I'll think of a way.
Wait, so there's a total of 4 different scenarios. I was going to have 8.
Whoo, you were ambitious.
But,
oh my goodness.
Like 8 possible endings, but I ended with 4.
Oh, that's good.
You like that?
I love that.
Oh, cool. I gotta work on. Well, first of all, I gotta work on my timing to make sure that I can prep myself enough to get this happening. But also, I was like, like I said, it was hard to come up with like a single would like that was like going to be like so different from what we had before. So I was like, you know what? Let's grab everything and create a story. Good thing. This is what we started this for. Stories and spirits. So now it's like I created a story.
Yeah, I love that. So you kind of got your would you rather and our little story time in there too. Mm-hmm. That's so cool. I'm like almost like tempted. Okay, now just do the opposite scenario. But no, you guys are gonna have to check the show notes and go play our would you rather yourself.
Yeah.
There's gotta. I'm gonna figure out how to make this work.
It's really if you use Google Slides, it's a simple way to do like a click and click. Mm-hmm. And then you can have them go through each of them.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. We'll play with it. Yeah. That was really fun though.
I gotta like as I was reading it, I was like when I typed it up, I was like, this makes sense. And I'm reading it out loud, I was like, I gotta change the wording a little bit. Mm-hmm. So
I'm thinking maybe like we can do on YouTube, I'll have you record each of the scenarios and then we can link it.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. Oh, that was really fun. I'm glad those who are here also agreed.
Glad. Cool.
And it worked out. Our friend Mike, who's on the live right now, he picked the same options I did. So it wasn't too like, well, what about my option? If you'd had different options, we would have done
I would have gone run through them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we decided in a way to sort of like summarize some of our 50 episodes, that we were going to quiz each other on those.
And the things that we talked about.
Yep. So Eric put together five trivia questions about the spirits that we've tried here on Sips and Spirits. And I put together 5 trivia questions about the cryptids that we have gotten to learn about here on Sips and Spirits. So,
ladies first.
All right.
Let me
start
fail
off
first.
with me. Okay. So I have a mishmash of different types of trivia questions. So
Same here.
Here we go. This first one is a fill in the blank.
Oof. I wasn't sure that was an option, so I didn't use that one, but okay.
Yeah, I at least I did.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so, and feel free if you're watching on live to drop it if you think you know the answer. It is often debated whether blank is considered a helpful, neutral, or evil being.
Mothman? No, I got nothing.
Do you want to take another guess?
Oh, Intercold?
No. Baba Yaga.
Oh.
It is often debated whether Baba Yaga is
You
considered
said it to me the other day.
a helpful, neutral, or evil being. I was like curious if you would, well, because I did that as like a sample for 2 Truths and a Lie, right?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, my turn, right?
True or false? Agave is found in 4 of the spirits we have tried or shared in this podcast.
Ooh. Let's see. We have tarantula. We have crystal head, onyx. There's agave and mezcal. I want to say true. I feel like there's one more tequila. Yeah, Gran Malo. Is there more?
There's one more.
Oh, so then it's false.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the other one? I'm like, we should have put all the bottles.
It's right here.
Oh, Espolon? No. I said Crystal Head.
You did, yes.
Uh-huh.
There's one more right there.
Oh, Alien. Okay.
There you go.
Alien tequila. There we go. I was like, what? Okay, cool. All right.
So 6 of them.
My next one is a true or false.
True or false? Cool, groovy. Mine not as fun as yours.
Hmm?
Mine not as fun as yours.
The Callapoluit is a cautionary tale to stay near the ice.
That is false.
Correct.
Stay away from the ice. You don't want to walk there because you slip and then you fall and then you go fishing.
Stay away from that ice.
Stay away from the ice. Multiple choice.
Oh, we're almost on the same page as somebody.
Which type of spirits have you tried the most? A. Tequila. B. Gin. C. Rum. Or D. Whiskey.
I want to say it's either B, gin, or C, rum. And my gut wants to say gin.
Okay, let me correct that. Different types of spirits.
Mm-hmm. I still want to say gin.
So, when I first did those numbers, and I forgot about Espolon and Gran Malo, Gin was correct.
But we didn't really do an episode about Espolon.
No, but we still tried it.
I was thinking, well, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I forgot about that one and about Gran Malo, because we've done Gran Malo too, but we never did like a facts about it.
Well, because, we didn't really have a fact thing.
Yeah.
So if we do Gran Malo, but not Espolon, because we didn't actually try Espolon straight up. No. We only used it in a cocktail.
Yes.
Would gin and tequila be tied?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize we tried that many tequilas.
4 and 4.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. According to the list you gave me of us.
Oh, hey, Mike got it. Yeah. He was like tequila.
No, so this according to the list of
like the notes I gave you?
The notes you gave me. So this doesn't include...
So technically they're tied.
Technically they're tied on those. This doesn't include the cryptids, because some of the cryptids we've done, different spirits we never featured.
Right. Yeah,
kind of thing.
but you were supposed to focus just on the spirits we've tried.
Yes.
So, I didn't realize we tried that many different tequilas.
I mean, at least, so, like, I mean, you said earlier, we
And,
at least 6
technically, like,
have agave.
you could tie in mezcal. I know it's technically different, but they're like cousins, mezcal and tequila. So,
Yeah, primos.
Tequila is the winner. Wow.
Mm-hmm. So, tequila will be the winner overall, but gin's a close second.
And, I love how the Mexicans love their creepy creatures so much because we have like 5 or 6 gins, tequilas we easily could start featuring again without trying.
There's a shop in the Bay Area. I want to go to it. It's called Cucuy, the boogeyman. And it's, the Mexican boogeyman kind of thing. And I think I follow them on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And whatnot. So but I always see her stuff, and I want to get her hat. It says Cucuy in there, and I was like, I don't know. Maybe. Okay.
All right. So my next question is also multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Got it.
All right. So which of the following cryptids enjoy living in swamps? A, squonk. B, the Tuttle Bottoms monster. C, Loch Ness monster. Or D, Enfield monster.
It's a loch, a swamp. I'm going to say B.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Tuttle Bottoms monster lives in...
I have no idea what that is. Or on the top of my head.
It's the one that kind of looks like an anteater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the bottoms are the swampy areas.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the squonk lives in hemlock groves.
Mm-hmm.
Loch Ness monster lives in a lake. The Loch Ness.
Mm-hmm.
And the Enfield monster is...
The fields. Enfield.
I think it's like a particular back road.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had it written and then I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I took it out. Okay. These are fun.
2 of these are true, 1 of them's a lie.
Okay.
Okay. These unique botanicals are all used in McQueen, the Valley Frog. Basil, acai, and chamomile. Which is 2 truths and 1's false.
Okay.
So
one of the ingredients is false. I want to say basil is false. If it's not basil, it's chamomile.
Basil is true.
Ah!
Chamomile is false.
Dang it. See?
I was trying to figure out how to word that question. I was like, how do I word this to be like, well, like, and now it's like, well, like, if at first, what are like, how did I word it first? It didn't sound right at 1st,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, you know what? I don't even know what other botanicals are that besides like juniper. So I was like, I looked it up, like, oh, cameo's one of them. Let's throw that in there. Kind of makes sense.
Okay. I also have a 2 truths and a lie.
Go for it.
So this is hilarious.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. All right. The Flatwoods Monster and Indrid Cold are considered extraterrestrial cryptids. The Pukwudgie are known to be friendly and helpful cryptids. Amigas are particularly fond of feasting on children, especially infants.
Pukwudgies are not friendly.
That's correct. The Pukwudgies are not friendly. They're very vindictive.
They're vengeful.
And do not like to be messed with or interacted with.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Multiple choice. Out of the following, which is the youngest established distillery?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Arborg, Deadhead, Crystal Head, or Yomi?
Say it again.
With the following distilleries, which is the youngest, the newest established one?
Okay.
Ardbeg, Deadhead, Crystal Head, or Yomi?
I want to say Deadhead.
Deadhead's correct.
Yeah.
They were established in 2011.
Yeah. Whereas Yomi, at least the sake company that imports it or created it. They've been doing it. They're one of the original sake importers.
1990s?
Yeah. And
Crystal Head and Ardbeg.
I know Crystal Head's been around at least early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ardbeg is very old.
Very old.
Yep.
Very, very old.
I think 89 years
one.
or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good one, though. That's tricky. All right. So you ready? This one's kind of a visual one.
Visual one. Got it. Okay.
This is my last one.
Wait,
Okay.
how come I have... Yeah, one more.
Because you had me start first. So, I have written cues for those who are just listening, not watching on the podcast. But I do have for anyone watching on Instagram Live. So we've created 6 different red cocktails. Cryptid cocktails.
Okay.
So you're going to have to guess, and they're numbered. So you're going to have to guess which cocktail goes to which cryptid.
Okay.
I thought this was really fun.
Okay.
And here are the cryptids right there. And I have that for you.
Oh, cool. I got pictures.
Yes, you're going to get a picture to associate, but I'm going to read the riddle. And then anyone who watches like on YouTube, they'll get a little image that pops up to compare them. All right, so the first cocktail. This cocktail was inspired by a cryptid known to be an omen of death, featuring a pomegranate simple syrup and 3 Howells classic gin. I've stumped him.
Well, no, so it's like I don't. There's 2 of them that look very similar to me, and I don't know which of them are.
They're even in the same glass.
Kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, they are? Okay. I'm gonna say whatever that is.
Can you name the cryptid?
Nope.
You get bonus points.
I cannot name the cryptid.
All right. So the cryptid, you are correct.
Cool.
So number 1.
Oh no. It's F.
He said was associated with F. This guy right here, which is the Bargist.
Bargist. Okay, cool. Ah, that one.
Yep. Okay, so cocktail number 2.
I know that one already. But go for it.
All right, garnished with cherries to represent this cryptid's glowing eyes. The cryptid itself has many reported sightings right before a major tragedy struck Point Pleasant.
Mothman.
It is Mothman. I don't know why I thought, I would have the cards and could show people, but apparently not. Awesome. Number 3. It's in a lovely little coupe glass.
Yes.
Number 3. Gorgeous cocktail garnished with a rosemary sprig stands out in contrast to this cryptid, who is nicknamed the Wisconsin Werewolf.
That's C. I don't know what it's called.
That is the Beast of Bray Road.
There we go. Oh yeah, I watched the documentary, so.
Yep. I have my key here, but it's really, really light. I was like, thankfully I know them. All right. Number 4, which is in a similar glass, almost looks identical to number 2's cocktail.
Oh.
Excuse me. A cocktail that could be considered a tall drink of water, highlighting both Crystal Head Aurora vodka and Kraken black spiced rum. It is a shocking experiment of a libation, much like the cryptid it is inspired by.
Goldman.
Yep, it's the Goat Man.
Okay, I know the last 2.
you process of elimination,
Yep.
right? All right, this darker red cocktail, topped with a red sparkling wine, was inspired by a cryptid whose dining ritual is bizarre and specific, which may leave the victim joining the ranks of this cryptid.
This is Mike's cryptid.
Yeah.
The frog thing.
The Yaramaya Who.
Oh, yes, there we go.
Okay, and then number 6, if you haven't gotten them, but you've got them all in the head so far.
So,
but I'm still going to read it for people to guess
Yes.
themselves. This color-changing cocktail becomes bloodier in appearance, following suit to how its related cryptid completely consumes the blood of its prey.
Chupacabra.
It is the Chupacabra. All right, so that was my trivia. I do have a bonus question, which that's just kind of we can ask to the ether. So the chupacabra.
Okay. I'm going to reword my last question because it was originally true or false, but I'm going to reword it because I can use a blank one.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. But I forgot what this bottle's called. But we tasted a wine with a lady in white.
Uh-huh.
This wine is aged in blank barrels.
Whiskey barrels. No, bourbon barrels.
Bourbon barrels, yes.
Bourbon barrels.
That was the question.
Oh my. I was going to try to type the name. Yes. It's the Southern Belle.
Southern Belle, there you go.
I know my stuff.
You know
I
your
think
stuff.
because I write all the show notes up,
Yeah.
so it just kind of sticks in my head. That was fun.
That was
I liked
different.
that.
We're still recording. Cool.
Oh, yeah, bonus question.
Bonus question.
All right. So, my questions were kind of lengthy, and I worked in almost all of the 18 cryptids we have featured so far on Sips and Spirits. Can you guess which 2 cryptids I did not include? I'll give you a hint. Do you want a hint?
Is the one of them the crying one?
Crying one.
Yeah, the one that cries all the time. Squonk.
No.
Do
He
you
was in my multiple choice.
Was he okay?
Yeah.
Going down the list in my head.
Uh-huh. Let me know if you want a hint.
Sure.
Okay. So one of the cryptids I didn't work into our questions was in the last episode.
Oof. Oof. Oh, wait.
And that cocktail gave us quite the challenge.
Did it? Like,
Until we finally sat down and figured it out. Just recently.
wait.
We haven't recorded it yet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cheating. the Momo monster.
Mm-hmm. Momo Man.
Momo man.
And then the other one was pulled by our quirky friend Devin.
Oh, shut up, people.
Yep.
I was like, wait a minute, what?
So not bad. Out of 5 questions, I incorporated 16 out of 18 cryptids.
Yeah, I
we've
was
done.
trying to do something similar to like incorporate like a little bit of everything, but I was
Uh-huh.
like, I don't know. I don't got
I kind of cheated by doing like the multiple choice or like the 2 truths and a lie. That
Mhm.
helped. I was like, oh, I can like group cryptids together.
There we go. Still
All right.
recording. We're still good.
Yay!
That was fun.
So it was super fun. Okay, so the
Pee
trivia
whoop.
was really fun, but we had asked people in honor of our 50th episodes to submit some questions for us to answer during the episode, and we did get quite a few of them.
Yay.
So I'm going to start going through those.
Okay.
And I have the handle for each, so each person gets a little shout out. First of all, thank you to everyone who submitted questions. And even though this episode will have already been recorded, you're always welcome to ask us questions, and we will feature it in the next episode that has our questions from the Beyond segment.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So, first question comes from Harvest Home Witch. What were some of your favorite episodes to make?
At first, it was any episode with a really scary would you rather. When I first started.
Uh-huh.
Because it got her, like, her chills started, for lack of better words. But I've had so much fun doing the cryptid episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like not only the creating cocktails aspect of it, you know, and whatnot. I keep saying this, and you know, once upon a time, many moons ago, Chelsea showed me an article, or was it I showed her to you? One of us shared an article about Halloween and what to do for a Halloween party, and the article was like, there's only like 3 Halloween songs, kind of thing. It was like Monster Mash, it was
Thriller,
and something
I
else.
think I Want Candy.
And I want candy. I was like, I've never heard that song before. And I was like, this is when
Oh, no, sorry. I think it was This Is Halloween.
this is Halloween. And like, this is early days of Lovecraft, I guess.
I think it was before Lovecraft was really big.
Big thing. You know, we were really starting to, we had just recently met Nancy Nightmare and the Wizard kind of
Mhm.
thing. So, for us, we're like, no, there's bunch of Halloween music.
And for me growing
and
up,
her growing up,
Halloween music's always been a big part. Like Elvira's albums, because they were compilation albums, and they were like 9 songs each album.
Yeah.
She had 2 of those, and then a third one that had like 20 songs. And they're all different songs. They weren't all the Monster Mash.
Yeah, no.
None of them were This Is Halloween. And my mom has like 20 different CDs that I literally grew up with. And I'm like, who is this person to say there's only 3 Halloween songs?
So with that idea, we will start talking about like, well, what about like cocktails kind of thing? Like, and whenever you look at like early days, you looked it up, any cocktails to do for Halloween party, it's like, oh, make a green drink with like, with dry ice so it bubbles. Make like a red drink so like, it spills over kind of thing with blood kind of thing. And I was like, okay, like there's 2 cocktails and like one's a vampire, one's a witch.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I'm not saying, hey, if that's what you do, that's what you want to do, by all means. But the cryptic cocktails has allowed us to share so many different options you have to kind of thing.
And we've gotten to learn so much about just mixology in general.
Yeah, just like trying to like make things happen, and like, we at one time we were avid watchers of bar rescue, and we'll watch it not only for the magic of the bar, but also like how they talk about cocktails and how to do that. And like, we go to bars not expecting A+ service kind of thing, but we also are going there going, hey, there should be a bare minimum kind of thing. We are not bartenders kind of thing, and we can make basic margaritas kind of thing. And we got the bars was like, I think you're missing tequila kind of thing. I'm not,
we have to question if you throw one sour mix to make your margarita
kind of thing. So it's like, and it's not we're not trying to like brag and saying, oh my God, we're such great mixologists and whatnot. We're not mixologists in any way, shape, or form. This is not a professional for us. We do it for fun.
We're hobbyist mixologists.
And these are catered to our taste.
For sure. Yeah. I'm sure there's people who hate our cocktails because they're so tardy.
They are very tardy.
They're all sour cocktails.
But, that's been such a fun thing to be able to create, to have this option to be like, if somebody asks me nowadays, be like, hey, I'm throwing a Halloween party. Not that anybody ever asked me about Halloween parties, kind of thing. But if ever that idea came up, I'd be like, hey, by the way, me and my wife have created all these cocktails you can try out. They're not super hard. They can all be made into punches, kind of thing. This one specifically, you can just make a big punch, pour enough, top it off with champagne, boom, cocktail.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So I think the cryptids have been my recent most
your favorite.
Yeah.
Mine, and like I'm saying this before we've even had a chance to record it at the time of recording this episode, but I think I'm really looking forward to. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with our Ghosts of Past, Present, and Future episode, which came right before this episode. I'm speaking into the future on the past tense.
Our next one of our episodes coming up, it's a Christmas theme, and it's gonna be
not coming up. It already will have come.
Yeah, it came.
But if you're watching live, it's coming.
It's coming. It's gonna be a fun episode.
Spoilers. But I also really enjoyed when we did the Halloween special last year, and we like themed it up with our costumes and our cocktail, and just kind of talked about everything we love about Halloween. That was just kind of fun, different break from that. So, but yeah, I mean, the cryptid episodes have been just so much fun because we've both been learning a lot about it, not just with like creating the cocktails, but also the cryptids. There have been maybe like 5 tops that I already knew about, but all the rest are completely new. So,
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Steam and Kittens asked, favorite cryptid you discovered doing the podcast? I know mine. My favorite has been the squonk. I've become obsessed with the squonk. Like, honestly, he's kind of battling for first place with the Fresno Nightcrawlers. Because he's so sad, and you just want to give him a big old hug, but he doesn't want you to see him, and it's so sweet.
I'm going to go mostly because I really enjoyed how that cocktail came together. I can't remember. Shoot. Give me a second.
Brain fart.
It was in your notes. It was Kalpaluit.
The Kalapaloo was really cool too.
Yeah.
And that cocktail was just like, mwah.
That was the first time I think we made like an artisan looking cocktail. It was visually appealing kind of thing, and it just.
And it's definitely like a favorite or frequently requested cocktail.
Yeah, and like it just came out so perfect, and it was like, oh my god, this looks really cool. And then like we drank, it's like we can do this.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I know. It made us feel really fancy and
like
sophisticated.
because like I think the first script we did was chupacabras, which was very ironic. But when we made that, like that came out and it came out fine. It was fun. But when we made the Kalapalooka, it was like, wow, this is actually like. I can see this in the menu kind of thing. Again, I'm not trying to be like, hey, look at me, I'm so fantastic. It's like, I just saw it when we made it. It's like, this is a really pretty looking cocktail kind of thing. And, you know, it was a fun story to learn about indigenous people. And it started off a conversation we have all the time about cryptids and why they're created or why they're around. And usually, you know, scary stories and cryptids are there to protect you. You know, to scare you to be safe, kind of thing. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite cryptid.
Cool. And I am going to throw in one of our live listeners' questions because it kind of then ties in with the next and ties back to this one we just had. So All Hallows Geek asked, "What's the favorite drink you've created based on a cryptid?"
Favorite drink.
And I would definitely say the Kalapaloo. It has been my favorite. Although, like, and I'm not trying to earn brownie points, but also the Yaramayahu.
The Yaramayahu is really good.
Was such a different cocktail for us to create as well. So those two are just really stark and unique in their creation. So those have been like my favorites so far. And the only reason I haven't been able to make more Yaramahu is I need to get another bottle of Sweet Wine.
We were told that Total Wine has it, and
we need to go to the wrong one, different one.
We gotta go to the right one, not the wrong one.
We've gone to the wrong one.
Let's see.
There have been so many.
The one I drank the most for sure was.
Well, for a while there, it was only Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. So I was drinking that for a while because we had a giant bottle of Bacardi to drink with. I was drinking that for a while. The Kalapalooic, I've made it a few times. I made it for Silent Society. Our friends, you know, a couple of
Midsummer Scream 2 years ago, yeah.
And whatnot. But which ones have I enjoyed most? Can't really like put my thumb in any of them, kind of thing.
It all depends on the mood you're in, right?
Yeah, kind of thing. You know, like right now it's cold, so like.